A young man on campus recently asked me, he said, Charlie, what's so wrong with a trade deficit? He said, when I go to a grocery store, I have a trade deficit with my grocer. And in that example, he is right. You are trading paper for goods. And that's a great example. So let's play out that grocery store example. You go to the grocery store and they provide you with lettuce, tomatoes, bread, yogurt, whatever you need to feed your family. You don't produce any of that stuff yourself, so you go to the grocery store and you trade paper for food. Paper for food. So let's extrapolate that to the macro. Let's now look at the international. We have been trading paper for stuff. Paper for stuff. But what if your grocer had the power to starve you to death at any time? And might, if it felt like it. So funny, Blake read my mind. That was exactly my response on campus. And Blake just put it in the chat, and he said it better than I could have. That is exactly right. In the ideal, in the libertarian abstract, what is wrong with a trade deficit? Of course, you do what you do best, and he does what he does best. But in the grocery store example, of course, it being China, China can say no rare earth minerals. Look at all the stuff that China could say that we are no longer going to import because of how stupid our leaders have been. No more rebar, no more steel wire, no more sheets, no more pipes, no more bearings, no more gears, no more motors, no more compressors, no more sheets, no more tubing, no more engine parts, no more vitamin C, vitamin D, multivitamins, or herbal blends, no more antibiotics, painkillers, blood pressure medication, no more thermometers, oxygen monitors, pulse oximeters, and blood pressure monitors. Not to mention all the rare earth minerals that I mentioned. How about this one? No more circuit boards, no more resistors, no more power suppliers, no more switches, no more drills, no more fasteners, no more wrenches, no more saws, no more toolkits. Oh, this is one that Emma will love. No more fertilizer. So, such as phosphate and even glyphosate. No more of that. So China they decided to corner the fertilizer market. That's right. They are the world's largest exporter of nitrogen and phosphate-based fertilizer. Pretty important. Disruptions would immediately affect crop yields. Or how about drone components? Do you know that the components that we put into drones, almost all made in China? And this is where Milton Friedman was mistaken. Hate to say it, love his book, Capitalism and Freedom. He's right 99% of the time. He's a hero of mine. And in this beautiful, almost poetic video that we are about to watch, Milton Friedman talks about the beauty of international markets. He says, look at how this pencil is put together. None of these people knew each other, and they all worked in harmony to put together the pencil, and everything he says is true, except Milton Friedman, except what if one of those components or one of those actors decides to stop trading with you because we've become so reliant on them. And Milton Friedman would say, well, then it's not in their best interest. And actually, China could outlast us. They could. They're a totalitarian government. Experts sometimes say the winner of the next war is whoever can make drones the fastest. China could outproduce us 100 to 1, 1,000 to 1 maybe. And other than President Trump, there is no push for us to actually modernize our industrial capacity. Here's Milton Friedman, and I'm going to show you why he's wrong. Play cut 133.
Look at this lead pencil. There's not a single person in the world who could make this pencil. Remarkable statement? Not at all. The wood from which it's made, for all I know, comes from a tree that was cut down in the state of Washington. To cut down that tree, it took a saw. To make the saw, it took steel. To make the steel, it took iron ore. We call it lead, but it's really graphite, compressed graphite. I'm not sure where it comes from, but I think it comes from some mines in South America. This red top up here, the eraser, bit of rubber, probably comes from Malaya, where the rubber tree isn't even native. It was imported from South America by some businessmen. Or the yellow paint, or the paint that made the black lines, or the glue that holds it together. Literally thousands of people cooperated to make this pencil. People who don't speak the same language, who practice different religions, who might hate one another if they ever met. When you go down to the store and buy this pencil, you are in effect trading a few minutes of your time for a few seconds of the time of all those thousands of people.
Let me do the modern day version of the Milton Friedman pen or pencil. Well, this little rubber thing on the end of my pen, that came from China. And this part of the Pilot G220 was made in China. And the ink, that was also mined in China. And the rare earth mineral that actually cast all together was made in China. You see here, this pen right here was made by a bunch of zealots halfway around the world that hate us, want to murder us, and take over the world, all from a singular country called China. Abstract philosophical ideas often unravel when confronted with the unpredictable weight of real life. And only President Trump is standing up for America against our greatest enemy.